This must be the infirmary. But when I think infirmary, this definitely isn't the kind of room that comes to mind. Although I guess that could apply to any part of the school. I know you already made your thoughts on this clear, but are you sure you don't want to fight alongside the rest of us? Huh? No, absolutely not. Just thinking about it makes me feel like I'm gonna... What's wrong? Let's just say I'm not suited for combat, like on a physiological level. Sorry, physiological level, what's she even talking about? Does she have something to do with how she always starts looking queasy when we talk about fighting? Bro, there's a freaking manual here? What is this? There's an instruction manual here. It describes how the corpse recovery drones and revival-matic works. It says that drones are only effective on school grounds. They can't recover bodies outside the wall of fire. Also, the bodies still have to be fresh, in other words, recently dead, for the revival-matic to work on them. From the sound of it, if someone died outside the wall, by the time we got them back, it'd be too late. Yeah? I mean, fortunately, we were quick enough to revive, I already forgot her name, but... this machine is the same flying coffin that rescued Darumi, that's her name, from the battlefield. Sari called it a corpse recovery something. When a member of the special defense unit dies in action, the corpse recovery drone will automatically retrieve your body. That's what the manual says anyway. It's all completely automatic, huh? Seems like it. When the school's defense system detects one of us has died. Wow, it sounds so creepy saying that out loud. Anyway, when that happens, it launches a drone to find the body and bring it back to the infirmary. And once it gets here, you see that big machine over there? According to this, it's called a revival-matic. It's got data on all of us right down to our genetic code. It cross-references those records to figure out who's in the pod. From there, it uses some kind of ultra-complicated process to reconstruct the body back to its original state, and then we're alive again, just like that. Why does it have to verify who the victim is first, though? Maybe so our enemies can't use the machine if it falls into their hands? Tsubasa really gets a chance to show her serious side when machines are involved. This sure is amazing tech. I still can't figure out the exact mechanism it uses to instill life back into the body. I'm not satisfied writing it off as just the hemoanima did it. That makes it sound more like magic than real technology. While we're on the subject, hemoanima itself is pretty fishy. It's supposed to infuse our blood with a special power, right? But how does it do that exactly? Maybe we'll find out more about it someday. Not unless me and the other holdouts agree to fight too. Sorry, but there's no way that's happening. Seriously, who was in charge of picking the members of this unit? What kind of criteria did they use to fix on us? Something tells me the only way to find out is to keep fighting. We just keep going in circles here. And then here's the revival-matic. The machine gun's been placed here to protect the revival-matic. That just goes to show how important this thing is. I might not understand how it works, but I'm glad this thing is here anyway. Without this, we wouldn't be able to get revived after dying in battle. I wish I knew a little more about how it worked. It's best if I don't mess with it from now. I don't want to set off an alarm and get shot at. Yeah, not the best thing. But, yeah, that's cool. I suppose. So that's how she was able to get over here very quickly at the end of that battle last time. Okay, so let's see. Is this it? Is this really all there is here? Defense room door? What in the... A surprisingly stately door stood in the middle of an otherwise nonsensical looking space, defiantly blocking the way forward. The hallways and classrooms of the school were already pretty strange, but this put them all to shame. It wasn't so much the door itself, that was out of place, but what was in front of it... What is this? Is this what we're protecting? That's my theory. Tell me, what is it that made you decide to fight after all? Well, once Siri started talking about people who care about being in danger, it didn't feel like I had much of a choice. So you did it to protect those close to you. How very normal. Normal? I guess so. How about you, Haruko? We're not talking about me here. But it was okay for her to ask me? Maybe I should try a different approach. Then can you tell me how you got so strong? You're clearly on a whole different level compared to the rest of us. It's nothing so remarkable, really. With things as they are now, I prefer not to talk about it. What do you mean with things as they are now? I said I don't want to talk about it. She shut me down again. It's hard work getting anything out of this girl. I probably shouldn't press her any further. I definitely don't want to end up on her bad side. The heck, man? What did I just asked you a very simple question. You could have just given me a very simple answer instead of being very deceitful to me. Heck, man. What is this all about? This door looks pretty solid. More importantly, that weird fire in front of it. They're undying flames. I thought so, but why are they here inside the school? To stop anyone from opening this door, I imagine. If it's that important, then... Yes, whatever's behind this door is the thing we're fighting to protect from the invaders. Right behind this door is something that could wipe out humanity in the wrong hands. I wonder what it is. Do you think we'll ever find out? We could try breaking down the door ourselves, but that may prove difficult. Convincing the others to join the fight so Siri will tell us the truth seems like a more efficient choice to me. I don't think convincing them will be that easy. This kind of decision is something they have to come to on their own. You're still thinking like a civilian. You need to toughen up or we'll end up in the worst possible scenario. What do you mean? Let's just say it's in everyone's best interest to get the others onto the battlefield with the rest of us, by any means necessary. It sounds like she has something in mind already. She wouldn't force them to fight against their will, would she? We may not have known each other very long, but I can definitely imagine Huriko taking a hardline approach with anyone who refuses to do as she says. There's something about her that radiates authority, leaving no room for argument. This door looks pretty solid. It's also protected by a layer of undying flames. With security this tight, there's no doubting that whatever's on the other side is incredibly important. It has to be the thing the invaders are trying to steal so they can wipe out humanity. What could be capable of that kind of destruction? What are we protecting here? Yeah, I don't know. Also, what? I'm missing something? I check floor 1 entrance hall? Huh? Okay, okay, there's also a classroom here. This is the classroom that we ended up in earlier, right? No, there was another classroom that we were in. But yeah, this doesn't seem like it's interesting, so I'm just not gonna bother. Can I, go up the next floor? Okay, this is just the rooftop. But, I don't think I want to go in the rooms, right? Because that wouldn't really be right. So what's going on here? This is the back side of the rooms, right? Or oh, okay. Is this really it? Well, that's not very exciting. Dang, this is only like 3 floors. Holy moly. Okay, so I guess I gotta go back to the first floor, because apparently I missed something according to the objective list on the side. Oh, okay, here it is. Entrance hall. Alright. Oh, okay, there's a map here.
Huh.
Ah, Takumi, you came to check out this area too? Yeah, what is this, some kind of entrance hall? Entrance and exit, of course. Even if we left the school from here, we'd still have to contend with the wall flames. You're welcome to leave the school building at your own discretion, but there's no real point in doing so. Where'd you come from? As a commanding officer, it's my duty to offer guidance and support wherever and whenever you need it. I can appear whenever on the school grounds. Anyhow, even if you make it past the flames, there's just a whole lot of nothing on the other side. But if you feel like a change of scenery, be my guest. He's gone. How does he move so fast? Don't worry about him. I find something much more interesting. Interesting how? Those machines over there. Go take a look at them. Oh, okay, interesting, okay. There's still so much we don't understand. Take this school, for instance. Why is it so different from a regular school? Why make it a school in the first place? It seems unnatural. Yeah, I know what you mean. With all these questions still unanswered, there's no way I can follow Siri's orders. I'm not necessarily saying I'd join the fight if he did tell us everything either. For all we know, he could just feed us more in lies. Whatever it takes, I swear I'll find a way out. And not just for me. I'll get us all out of here. It'd be great if we could find an escape route, but where would we even start looking? And supposing we could, would running from this fight be the right thing to do? I can go out to the schoolyard from here, but there's no need for that right now. There's a freaking manual here? It's some kind of reference material. I don't think I need to look at this right now. There's a statue of Sari. Shoe lockers. Are these shoe lockers? Makes this place look like a real school. Okay, what the heck is this? What's so interesting about these? What are they even for? It seems they're a special model of fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers? Aha! That's right, I put them here so you can use them to go exploring. You again? Would you mind telling Takumi what you told me? No sooner said than done. During your stay here, there may be times you want to wander off school grounds and explore the surrounding area. That's where these fire extinguishers come in. With a little help from your hemoanima, you can use these to temporarily put a hole in the wall and open a way forward. Whoa, wait a minute. You're saying we can actually put out the Undying Flames? There's nothing stopping us from using these and just getting out of here. Yeah, your pal Outsugi had the same idea, but there's nothing but ruins out there. Just ruins? You might find useful bits and pieces among the rubble, or maybe even some of the items you can still use in the old towns. That's if the invaders don't get you first. There's invaders out there? Oh sure, the place is crawling with them. The wall of fire's there to keep them out, remember? Not only that, but you can't be revived if you die outside the school grounds. It's a dangerous business, going out the door and into the unknown. And we're a long, long way from the Tokyo residential complex here. You'd never make it on foot, so don't even think about it. So much for that idea. Coming up with plans to escape will only lead you to despair. I'm sure you can find a much more productive use of your time. Like focusing on protecting the school and by extension humanity for the next 99 days and ensuring a peaceful, harmonious future. You all want the story to have a happy ending, don't you? So beyond the walls is ruins. At least we have hope now. If there's a way to get past the flames, there's a way for us to get home. Weren't you listening just now? Siri just said we're too far away from the complex to make our home. To make it on our own. I wouldn't put much stock in anything he says. In fact, isn't it a little suspicious he went out of his way to let us know that? There must be some way to get back to the TRC. He's just hiding it from us. Personally, I think the truth is the exact opposite of what he said. The best use of our time isn't following his orders, but finding a way home. I refuse to believe the future of humanity could possibly depend on us. We'll get out of this somehow. That's the idea I'm putting my faith in. Sounds like Aito's determined to defy Siri to the very end. To be honest, I can't say for sure that he's making the wrong choice. That's what makes this so hard.
Hey there, troops! How's your tour of the campus going? I figure it's about time you met back up and compared notes. Report to the cafeteria immediately!
I'm not too crazy about dropping everything to do what he says, but I've pretty much finished looking around anyway. Guess I'll head back to the cafeteria. So, what did you think? Have you fallen in love with the place yet? No. Fallen in love is a stretch. Do I like it? I mean, some things I like. Others, I'm still on the edge about. There's no way we'd feel that good about it. Well, if you don't like it, just tough it out. 100 days isn't all that long. It's pretty long if you don't like it here. If some of us have already declared that we don't like it here, then 100 days is gonna be long. Why even ask us if you're ultimately going to discount our opinions? You may have noticed some features that aren't available yet, but don't worry, it's all part of my roadmap of staggered content releases. I'll reveal more of the school's facilities little by little, so you'll always have something new to look forward to and motivate you going forward. Be more specific. Exactly how do you intend for us to spend our time here when we're not fighting? Oh, right. We are a school after all. You're probably expecting some kind of curriculum and a proper schedule. But we don't have one here. Surprise! What? No schedule? Unless there's an invader attack like the one yesterday, you're free to spend your time however you see fit. So we don't gotta do classes or anything? Crap, man. You should have led with that. Don't tell me you're actually buying into this. It's not like we can leave. Might as well make the most of it while we're here. I think it's too early to say there's no way for us to leave. If you want to find a way out so bad, do it yourself. You're just gonna chicken out and run from the fight anyway, right? Now, settle down. I hate to see friends fighting. It's your fault we're all so on edge. You've all been raised in different environments and had different life experiences, so naturally you all have your own values, your own priorities. Each one of you is as unique as a snowflake, and that's okay. We're all about diversity here. A little difference of opinion now and then is inevitable. Again, your fault that we even need to have this discussion. Having said all that, no matter what your feelings on the matter, all of you are going to have to fight the invaders sooner or later. Sorry if I sound like a broken record, but this war will decide the fate of humanity itself. Abstaining is not an option. While the school stands, there's still every chance of a bright future, but if the school fails, so does mankind. The invaders will massacre every last one of you, and then they'll move on to your loved ones. Each one of you has something in your life worth fighting for. It only makes sense for you to work together to keep all of them safe. I can't have you wasting time or energy on pesky moral dilemmas. Clear your minds and banish all doubt from your hearts. As humanity's last line of defense against the invaders, you are about to become the very embodiment of hope. Hope? You've got to be kidding me. This is more like despair.
Hey!
Oh? You're forcing us to participate in this war without telling us the whole story behind it. Who knows what else you might be keeping from us? Saving humanity sounds like a worthy cause, but we've got no guarantee that's really what we'd be doing. As for the thing we're supposed to protect, if it even exists, how do we know it's not actually something even more dangerous than the invaders? Not to mention the hemoanima. We know next to nothing about this weird power, and you want us to pump our bodies full of it? Until I get some answers, I'm not believing a single word that comes out of your mouth. We've been over this before, man. He said he'd only tell us if you guys agree to fight. I can't agree to fight until I hear the whole truth. We're going around in circles so much it's making me dizzy. Yeah, we won't make any progress like this. Alright, if it's the truth you want, that's what you'll get. I'll tell you everything. You're gonna tell us just like that? I never meant to keep the truth from you for all that long. I was just using it as a bargaining chip to motivate you, but it looks like that plan backfired. At this point, I can only salvage your trust in me by giving you the full story. And you'll really tell us the truth, the whole truth? And nothing but the truth. Or at least I'd like to, but this isn't the kind of decision I can make on my own. And what say we table this discussion until tomorrow? So there are more people involved in this than just you? We'll expect you to tell us about them too? I'm sure you will. I'll run it past the higher-ups. There are higher-ups? I thought this was us. If I tell them this is the best way to get you to fight, they'll probably go for it. Although I might have to talk to you individually instead of telling everyone all at once. Well, I'll do whatever I can. Come find me in the war room tomorrow morning and I'll let you know what the brass says. I've got a lot to do, so I'll call it a day here. See you tomorrow bright and early. With a cheery wave of his stubby little arm, Sari disappeared. Never thought getting the truth out of him would be this easy. But he still had to discuss it with the people in charge, right? He could come back tomorrow and say they shut the idea down. I hope you're all ready. If we learn the truth tomorrow, you'll have no more excuses to stay on the sidelines. No excuses? We'll see what happens after we hear what Sari has to say. We can all talk it out and decide on the best course of action then. Yeah, you're right. We can't decide on anything until we know what's really going on. You're hilarious, Mr. Marco. You clearly have no intention of fighting no matter what happens tomorrow. Shut up! I bet you don't either! With nothing more to discuss, we left the cafeteria and headed back to our rooms.